Hi, my name is Amy Harrington, and welcome to my new web series, Gifted Unschooling.
But in all chaos there is calculation.
In this first episode, we're going to talk about some of the terms and break them down just a little bit, and as the series moves on, we'll break down certain topics in each episode to more depth. So if you're here, you either are already on the journey of unschooling or you're contemplating unschooling your gifted child. We're radical unschoolers, and we came to this after having experienced both public and private school. And on the way to becoming radical unschoolers, we started with a process called deschool. And that's an excellent way for the parent to be shifting their mindset about how they view traditional education, while the child is decompressing after likely negative experiences in school, where they can relax and follow their own passions and interests. As the parent, your main goal during this time period is really to observe what your child's interests are and see if you can support them and facilitate them. In our case, deschooling naturally turned into unschooling, which then turned into radical unschooling. So let's break down a couple of those ideas as well. So unschooling, there's a lot of different ways of saying it, but it's self-directed learning. It's child-led learning. So the child is in the driver's seat of their own education. There's other ways of describing it. There's passion-led learning, interest-led learning, whole life learning. Really, it's all of the above. We really focus on the passion-driven part of it. My kids delve into whatever their interests are on their own naturally, and then I support that. But if you have a child who maybe is a little bit directionless at times, maybe overwhelmed or lost some of their motivation after having been in school, then as the facilitator and not the teacher, you can go to the library, you can find books and toys and interesting puzzles at the bookstore or online and start strewing these interesting resources around the house. So what strewing is the random placement of interesting materials in plain view. What you're doing is you're creating a stimulating environment. I sometimes call it a prepared environment. So the more enriching and stimulating your environment is, the more opportunity your children will have to explore the world around them. And if you are an unschooler, part of your world is staying at home and doing a lot of your learning at home, though it doesn't have to be. In our case, we prefer to delve into our interests at home. Many people do a lot of their learning out in the world, which is more like the whole life learning. They're all pretty similar. It's just kind of what fits your lifestyle best. And some of that's based on the family dynamic as well as the child and his interests. So let's break down what gifted is. I'm sure you have a general idea, and certainly if you're here, you've experienced your child, and we all know what some of the characteristics are. But right now I'm going to break down what the Columbus Group definition is. The Columbus Group definition is really what's pervasive in gifted education. It's the new review on how to describe a gifted child. So giftedness is asynchronicity, which combines with advanced cognitive ability and heightened intensity to create a qualitatively different experience of the world. So I hope you like what you heard here today. We talked about a lot of different definitions and we really just touched on them. And so in the next episode, I think we'll talk about socialization. Oh my God, did I forget to socialize my kids? Guess what? I'm not trying to. What I am trying to do is encourage social development, because that's how they will develop optimally and that's how they'll be contributing members in society. So stay tuned for next week, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or comment, and I'll see you next week.